Hello, everyone. I'm here in the pits of hell, battling against the Grim Reaper for my soul. And to be honest, I'm not very good at chess. So we'll see what happens here. Welcome, everybody. This is Chess Ultra, a new game for PSVR that just came out today. And from the time that I've spent with it so far, this is a primo PSVR game. If you're into chess at all, you will get a lot of mileage out of this. If you're not into chess, you may want to take a pass. But for $12, which I think is the price, so far it's been a lot of fun. So as you can see here, I've got my move controllers going, and I took my first move. Death here is getting a little impatient with me, but I think he's going to honor his word and not kill me before the match is over. So I can probably take my time. There's no time limit here. Alright, so I am, like I said, not too great at chess, but this game gives you a lot of tutorials and makes it pretty easy to pick up the basics and some intermediate stuff as well. So let's, I'll move my knight as well. So a few things worth mentioning. The backgrounds, the environments are just great. Like, wait till this lava starts pumping. Wait till he's getting pissed and he's standing up in my face. It's $12, I think. It might be on sale for PS Plus right now.
I bought this too and had no idea it had VR compatibility.
Oh, wow, that would probably be a nice surprise. Yeah, the VR is just great. Like I said, the environments, this is a cool one to start with, but the other ones are so peaceful and really just well designed. I really, really like the environments. And you have a lot of options as far as your chess set goes. But as kind of a downside, I will say that the board itself is kind of grainy and pixelated, and you can't ever see it too clearly. So if you pick some of the more like ornate chess sets, it's kind of hard to tell what the hell you're looking at. Hey man, you just win. Don't start tapping your fingers already. I know, you got shit to do, but come the fuck on. Oh wait, I'm gonna keep my formation together here. I want to do some en passant. How do I do an en passant? I can't even remember. I will move this guy up a little bit.
Yes, totally pumped now that I can use my headset in this.
So I'm not going to play this whole round all the way through. I'm just going to kind of give you an idea of what it looks like, how it handles, that kind of stuff, and then I'll show you some of the other modes, give you a rundown of it's a pretty deep game as far as options and different ways to play. There's some really cool historical chess matches that you can go back and play, and it sets up the moves just like they were in the last round and stuff. It's pretty cool if you're a chess nerd. I'm not, but I would imagine it's awesome if that's your shit.
Love the death look and animation. I bet it looks cool.
Oh yeah, and wait till I start winning. When I start taking his pieces, he stands up and fire comes out of his eyes. We'll see if that actually happens. I don't know if I'll make it that far. Let's give me an en passant here, my friend. Is that an en passant? No, that's my queen, goddammit. Like I said, the low res, sometimes I think my queen is my king and vice versa. Oh goodness. Oh well. I don't even really know how you're supposed to set up an en passant. That's just something I learned in chess club when I was a kid. I always try to do it. So I'm like, ooh, that'll be cool. That's my one move.
The people who made this definitely have a love for chess.
Oh yeah, and like I said, if you are into chess, this is definitely going to be a huge PSVR game for you. There's a lot of one-player modes, various difficulties of computers to go up against, a lot of different stages, that kind of stuff. And then there's challenge matches, like I talked about, which some of them are like real historical chess matches, which is pretty crazy that they recreated all that and they tell you the backstory and everything. There's also like a really pretty in-depth tutorial mode. Although I will say if you're using move controllers, it's kind of hard to navigate through, to the later ones. It's easier with a DualShock for that part. So the menus sometimes don't have the best move implementation.
Behind pure chess.
I know, I'm talking too much, dude. I get you. This is not the best environment to be trying to actually play a match of chess in. Maybe someday I will actually stream and take advice from the audience so I don't suck as much. Yeah, that's not looking good. He's already got me in check. I mean, at this point, it's no big deal.
Have you tried Windlands with the Move controllers yet?
Yeah, I did. I tried it standing up without a fan blowing on me, and I was able to do it for about 10 minutes, and then my legs felt crazy, and I was really disoriented for a minute.
Donald Trump as a DLC opponent.
The thing about opponents, you'll see in the other stages, this guy is the only opponent, and he only shows up in this one stage, so every other time you're just facing nobody. Just like a faceless entity moves the piece. It's kind of underwhelming. To start off with something like this was the first stage I played in, and I was like, wow, this opponent thing is really cool. I was thinking maybe for online matches they would have another guy sitting across from you and even have like head tracking and stuff. That's not how it is. But there's a lot of cool chess content anyways. So I'm gonna, just for funsies, take this guy's knight. And I took myself because I wasn't paying attention. And
fiddlesticks.
Alright, so here's what I'm going to do.
You can have open games and play offline, right?
I'm going to quit and come back to this one later. So one cool thing about this, I'll show you kind of the menu, the whole game itself. So you can have, it looks like up to 6 matches going at a time. And some are versus computers, this one's against a real person. And the way it works is you can just come back whenever you want to. So you can have a few simultaneous games, and if you're playing against somebody online, you can have a few simultaneous concurrent games and just like switch off between those. So that's pretty cool. And when you go to select a new game, you've got your location. You've got the Woodburn Manor, this Italian museum, which is just beautiful. And then
Do you think Windlands is worth buying? Because the Move controller support is a game changer for me.
It is honestly a game changer for the game. It's crazy using the Move controllers. It is real Spider-Man-y. But then, the controls are a little slippery, still hard to get a handle of. Without analog sticks, it's just hard to pull off. Anyways, so this is like a fancy apartment. I want to go to the Italian museum. And you can pick your different kinds of pieces, checker pieces, fire and brimstone, and there's all kinds of cool alternate settings. So I'm gonna hit continue, and then you got your options up here.
Tic-tac-toe?
No, you can use checker-shaped pieces, but it's still chess. But this is a hardcore chess game. If you're, looking for checkers, they don't have it. So you can go no game timer, blitz, standard, yada yada yada. One thing I will say about this menu in VR is as you get down here to these parts, it's impossible to select something and also look at what the description is over here, because your eyes just can't reach all the way up in the corner. There's a few things that aren't as intuitive as they could be in the menus, but overall it's a cool game. So you can play against the computer, somebody else next to you, online, a friend, or recent players. So I'm going to start a game up with Brian here from Without Parole. I'm going to select him and start the game. So unfortunately, like I said, when you play a game online with somebody, they don't appear in the room. You can't see their hands moving around. I'm not sure if it gives you a notification when they move or anything like that. So these are my cool brimstone pieces. And as you can see, we're in this lovely museum. Just lovely. Somebody was asking what I think the most relaxing game on PSVR is.
Battle of the YouTube PSVR.
To be totally honest, this game can be pretty relaxing. Just sitting in this locale and playing a game of chess with somebody, honestly, that would be the most relaxing VR experience I can think of. Much better than perfect, that's for sure. Alright, so let's make my first move against Brian here. So like I said, I have no clue kind of what these pieces are, because they're kind of low res and a little bit hard to see sometimes, but I know these are pawns, obviously. Alright, take that, Brian. I wonder if he's online right now. So the last time I tried to play online, I started it up and I made my first move and then sat there for a couple minutes and never got a response. So not the most fast-paced thing unless you coordinate with somebody beforehand and say, hey, let's jump in at the same time. But I think a lot of online chess is sort of like that. It's not real time. It's just sort of like, I'll make a move, you make your move, so on and so forth. I would love if I could knock these things over, too. Just a little bit of grabbing cups, picking them up, throwing them. But that's fine. All right, Brian. Well, I await your moves, sir. We'll have a good game at some point. So I'm going to hop out. And if I hit quit, I think that should still be running. So yeah, if I go to single game, I've got versus that, opponent's turn. Yep, so that is still going on in the background. You can see some of the challenges here, and I'll show you these historic ones, because this is just wild to me. They have the full backstory of all of these historic chess matches, and there's 3 pages of them. This is a scenario in which, when there's multiple pages, you can't really navigate with the move controller, so I will grab... Where the hell is it? My normal PS4 controller, which you should keep around for this game just now and then, because to get to the second and third pages here, you gotta have a D-pad, unfortunately. And you can see, like, when I hop in and try one of these here, it's going to be already set up, like, halfway through the game, and you try to see if you can win as effectively as the people who actually did. So, oh, I have to make a famous move. I don't even know what that means. I'm not sure if I can recreate the famous victory, because that first move they're talking about here, I have no clue. So the move list gives you, like, chess terminology. And I will say in the tutorial there's a whole breakdown of what these all mean. You know, a lot of it I think is just the... There's like a C3 on the board and like a B4 and all that stuff. But I'm not sure exactly what NBD2 exactly means. But we'll see. So Rad 1. That would be a rook, I would assume. Rook to D something? D1? Okay. Well, here's a rook. D1? That doesn't seem like a famous move. It was Rad 1! I did it! Hey, look at me. Oh, and now I have 5 moves to defeat the guy. So this is the part where I'm trying to show off the game and I'm just no good at chess, and I don't want to bore you by watching me try to attempt to play chess. But, sure, let's do this. I know that's a terrible move because he can just take my... Yep, that was dumb. This is not how Adolf Anderson would have really played. Jean Dufresne would have really kicked my ass. But I'm not going to give him the chance. I'm going to quit. But you can see those are pretty cool for a chess nut, if you know what you're doing. Tutorials, of course. There are a lot of pages of tutorials, and I'm just going to scroll through so you can kind of get an idea. Ooh, what did I accidentally pick one?
Wrecked.
Shit. Oh, I didn't mean to pick one. Okay, they're teaching me how to use a rook. So I know how to use a rook, but if you don't, if you've never ever played chess in your life, this game has you covered, because it'll tell you what every single piece does, and it's like, hey, prove that you know how to move a rook. Congratulations. Now, that's not what I'm interested in, and most people probably don't need that. But if you go to a few pages deep, past the movement, past the capturing, so notation will help you figure out what they mean when they say to move a piece a certain way to a certain location in the chess annotation. So there's that. And then how to get into check, how to block check, how to do a checkmate, all that basic stuff. And then you've got some sort of advanced stuff. So we're getting into castle and king side, castle and queen side, pawn promotion, en passant. That's the shit I was trying to do the whole time, en passant. Basic tactics, openings, middle game, and end game. So there is a ton of content here. You can see I've only gone through a few of them, but I would be much better at chess if I played through all these, I'm absolutely sure. So I would totally recommend this game for people who are interested in chess, even if you're not already really good at it. I've managed to beat the computer. Let's see. So this is my record here. So I beat the computer once, twice. I've beaten the computer twice. That's not bad. My success rate is 67%. So for not even being that good, the novice level computer, It's fun, but it's not going to give you too much of a hard time. But it looks like there's like 7 difficulty levels total. Alright, so I think you've pretty much seen everything there is to see here. Let me hop into maybe one more of the stages just to show it off, because I really do like these locations. So this is another one with the difficulty setting that you can only adjust with a D-pad. So I've actually never seen these before. So it goes all the way up to Grandmaster. And I've been playing on Novice, which is what I need to be doing, because otherwise I'm going to get fucked. But at least I'll get my ass kicked in a lovely manner with a crackling fireplace and someone, my own personal pianist, in the next room playing me some lovely tunes. I wonder, and I can't tap the timer, that would be fun. The computer's already gone. Just want to stir this a little bit. If they make any updates to this game, I don't know if the devs are going to, have continued support or add anything else, but I would suggest, A, you already proved that you can have, like, an opponent that looks pretty well animated and it's fun. Don't just give me the Grim Reaper, give me some other guy to play against, and in other stages. Or just put the Grim Reaper in here, honestly. I'll play against him in my study, I don't give a shit. Doesn't have to be in hell. That seems unfair, like his home turf every single time. I don't know. Any kind of online presence you could give, like, I know it's not really a real-time game, but if people were there in real time, maybe their hands move around, you can see their little headset bobbing. These are just some suggestions, just throwing them out there. Overall, the core game is really, really fun, if you're into chess. I mean, I've enjoyed the implementation of this a lot. Like, I used to play chess when I was a kid, so even though I'm not obviously doing too well at it right now, it's making me want to get interested and, try to get better again. So the other thing is, like, the resolution on this, I'm not playing on a pro, obviously, so I don't know, but the resolution on the board feels really low, and it's very difficult sometimes to tell what you're looking at. So, I'm not sure what to do about that exactly, but it's fine if you play with the recognizable kind of pieces. Overall, though, there is a ton of content here. This is a pretty deep game for $12, I think. And if you like chess, or if you want to get into chess, anything like that, this is a good place to start. And as far as I know, it's the only thing like this on PSVR. So I would definitely recommend it. I think it's a thumbs up. Can't do a thumbs up, but it's a whatever this is. This is my 2 thumbs up. Oh, hey.
Thank you for
I guess I accidentally moved. Ooh, this is kind of fun. I wish I had known that I could do this earlier. Wow. Put it in the coffee. Okay, now I'm just job simulatoring it. Okay, thanks for watching, guys. I'll probably be back later tonight because there's some army propaganda for me to review about jumping out of a helicopter or a plane or something. I'll get to that in a minute. And then there's also the Winlands move support, which I think I'm going to do a little video of, because that is fun as shit, but very disorienting, and it probably won't last very long. So, once again, thank you for watching, guys. Have a good night.